Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Welcome to the Football Takeover. Welcome to X. Welcome to. Still disappointed, Bobby, if I'm honest. Never mind. It is what it is. How you doing, Ali?
Yeah, not too bad, Bobby. How are you, mate? Clearly, you sound disappointed from the game,
Oh, mate,
but
I
I'm
could
sure
have
we'll get
quite
into
easily
it.
have got some Horlicks and could have got into bed, and I would have gone to sleep very easily because that game was absolutely awful. I'm getting. I'll be honest. I'm getting a bit fed up with it now because, as I said, and this is just me. You don't have to be like me, but I watch football to be entertained. Like I'm watching Everton Tottenham now, and I'm
Yeah,
more entertained by this game than I was with the Arsenal game. I'll be honest. That's just what it is. Oh, oh, what a lovely surprise!
what's happened?
Hello,
Yo, what's up?
G.
What's up?
Yes,
Hello,
G.
mate.
What's
What's
good?
happening, bro?
What did you? What did you? Because I don't know how long you've got, mate. But uh, how what did you guys make of the game? Because if you any of you say entertaining, I'm going to bar you for like a
We
week.
going straight into it, yeah. Oh, you know what? I watched the game. Apologies for my setup, by the way. I just had to kind of throw this together last minute. What I watched, I went into the pub really excited. Obviously, like I saw the lineup, I thought, yeah, you know what? Like lineups on point. I mean, there's always going to be a little bit of debate around who starts on the left. And I think I even put it in the Discord earlier. I was like, you know what? We just got to go. We just got to go with what we got on the left. Like, there's no point moaning about Trossard, Martinelli, Eze, because right now, realistically, it's going to be Trossard or Martinelli like most game weeks. So I've kind of made peace with the whole fact that we don't have a starting left winger right now. Um, I wasn't too fussed that Trossard started over Martinelli because Arteta's got to utilise his squad, and right now there are two left wingers that we've got. So Trossard was in the side. I was like, okay, cool, whatever it is, what it is. But the rest of the side, I was thrilled. You know, like obviously back four, like midfield, front three, etc. And I was really excited. I was really excited. But I gotta be honest, I watched the entire game and I watched it in a pub where there were other Arsenal fans. There was loads of games going on at the same time, and I'll be honest, I was more entertained by the Villa Man City game. Um, I was kind of watching that. I was watching the Arsenal game, but I was watching the Villa City game. Yeah, it wasn't great in terms of a spectacle, but this is the thing what I keep saying about this Arteta side is that I'll be honest, like it's a results business, and at the end of the day, right now, Arteta is getting the results. Like if you actually look at the game, it was a very dominant performance. Like it was. Like we had more possession. If you look at all the stats in terms of like the match stats, I know you got your stats, Bobby. I'm talking about like match stats. If you look at the match stats, it was a dominant performance. Like we dominated Palace in every single like area, whether it was corners, whether it was shots on target, shots in total, whether it was possession of the ball, etc. Like, we were clearly the better side, but and Palace were resolute. They were set up really well structurally. You know, they were obviously set up to frustrate us in that low block. I think tactically they got it absolutely spot on. They wanted to like get a goal on the break and then probably sit and just sit on that win, but it wasn't a great spectacle. I don't think it was an amazing performance. But I think we went out there with every intention to play well. But I think Palace made it difficult for us. So yeah, it wasn't entertaining at all. But as far as I'm concerned, right now, I'd rather you know what I mean. I'd rather be an Arsenal fan than a City or a Liverpool fan. We're picking up points. We're getting the wins. It was a great goal that actually won the game. So yeah, I'm kind of in two minds. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I've always said, Bobby, that I'm not a massive fan of the way we play.
Yeah.
At the same time, it's working. You know, it's another clean sheet. It's another win with 3 points. In the bag, and right now, I think we're 6 points ahead of any of the other kind of what you would consider title contenders. I don't know how many we're ahead of Man City or Liverpool, but those are the two teams that you're going into the season thinking, okay, if we can do better than those two teams, then arguably we win the league. I never saw Chelsea as a title contender going into the season. So yeah, on the whole, quite a boring game. But again, very workmanlike, very professional. and we got the goal and we got the win and we're top of the league and I'm happy as far as I'm concerned. If we play like that every week and we win the league, you're not going to hear any complaints from me. No complaints whatsoever. Um, but if things start to go a little bit south and we fall off and we don't pick up results, that's when I will nitpick a little bit more in terms of the style of play. But
Yeah.
this style of play is the result of being top of the league. So I mean, yeah, I mean, what more can I say really?
Before I ask Ali, G,
Mm.
where do you get these tablets to say that you weren't that bothered about Trossard? Because I was very bothered. Whatever they are, can you DM me because I need them?
Yeah, you know what
Because
it is though. You know what it is.
It's
I get
called
it.
look
I do get
away.
it. But I
It's
think
called look away.
realistically, right now, with Odegaard out the side and Eze having to come in as the number 10, really and truly, he's got Martinelli and Trossard. And I think Arteta's playing a game of like he's got to keep certain players content because as far as it's a long old season. And as much as I'm not convinced by neither Trossard or Martinelli, the reality is they're going to be our left wingers up until at least January.
Yeah.
And I'm personally, and this has got nothing to do with like Bobby's information or anything like that. Me personally, I don't think we get our winger until the summer. That's just my personal opinion. I think we go big for a left winger in the summer. I don't think we get one in January. So as bad as Trossard can be and has been recently, he's got to utilize the squad and he's got to rotate these players, and I think he's got to keep them fresh. So that's kind of my argument. I've kind of just made peace with the fact that I'm going to see Trossard in the side here and there, and I'm going to see Martinelli in the side. And the reality is, I'm not really convinced about either player. I think one has to go and one needs to drop to the bench for the new player who's coming in. But right now, like, there's no point. There's no point shouting at the rooftops about it week in, week out because they are our only options. With Odegaard out the side, let's face it, Arteta's not going to play Nwaneri as a starter and then put Eze on the left. He's going to play Eze in the 10. It's going to be a toss-up between those two, who plays on the left. So, I'm not thrilled with the whole Trossard thing, but I kind of feel like it's inevitable that we're going to see him in the side at the moment, given he's one of only two left wingers we've got.
Fair enough, mate. Ali, what did you make of the game, mate?
Yeah, I think you guys are. Again, I say this quite often to you both. None of you are wrong, really, because we want to be entertained in a certain way, and we also want to win. So it's a little bit of both. It's a bit of a catch-22 situation. I'd rather keep the clean sheets and keep picking up the points, as G has said, because it's more acceptable. You can accept it more. If we're drawing these games 0-0, 1-1, if we're losing these games 1-0, 2-1, then it becomes an issue. But this, personally, for me, it is sustainable because we've done it in the 90s. We've done it with George Graham in the 80s, late 80s into the 90s. So this way of playing does work. The Italian teams, the international teams that are past in Italy in the 80s and the 90s, 1-0, 1-0, Germany, 1-0. So am I pleased that we're playing like this? On a scale of 1 to 10, I'll probably give it a 3 or 4 out of 10 in terms of entertainment. And I'm on the edge of my seat. As you said earlier, might as well get the Horlicks out and just relax.
Yeah.
But we are, and I've said this from the beginning of the season, and the reason I said it from the beginning of the season is because of the window that we had through Andrea Berta and Arteta breaking a little bit in terms of his ways. So if we can say that, in terms of transfers, how many players to come in, etc., to bed in. We are a juggernaut of a side that he's put together with Andrea Berta. I have no doubt about that. Yes, we have a weak link at left wing. We also knew that once the window shut, that it's going to be Martinelli or Trossard, as G has said, and I'm sure, Bobby, you've said that on many occasions as well as the season's gone on. This is just the reality of where we are. These are the facts. So, as G said, we can't keep churning out, this debate on Martinelli and Trossard. It is what it is, as they say. That is not going to improve. Personally, I would play Martinelli.
Yeah,
If I was
yeah.
the manager, I'd be playing
Mm-hmm.
Martinelli from the start.
Same.
He's got more pace, he's got more power, he's more direct. But then maybe what G said earlier about Odegaard being out the side, that's why he's playing a bit more. That's why he's favouring Trossard to play because he's more technical to give us that ball possession. I know he may not do nothing with it. That's but Addy's in the team, but he's not really creating much. But he may slow the tempo of the game down. He might not want it to be a basketball game, so that's why he's got him in the side. If Odegaard was in the team, that's what Odegaard would do, right? He'd control the tempo of the game. But it's very difficult to do that from the wing. So it's all ifs and buts, and then it's a knock-on effect, domino effect. Um, when it comes to Eze, I thought he started nervous today, naturally, like Declan Rice did when we played West Ham a couple of seasons ago. Misplaced passes, um,
Yeah.
at times like very nervous, right?
Mm,
As the game went on, I thought he got better. I think the goal helped him
mm-hmm.
improve that performance and calm his nerves down. Because Crystal Palace at the end of the day they've done a lot for Eberechi. No one wanted him. He went there.
They're a good
He
team.
got his
They're a
first
good team.
chance, right? So all that put together, I'm also taking into consideration Atletico Madrid. That was a big performance. Yes, these players can play every 3 days, but can we play at top gas every 2 3 days? Probably
Mm,
not. We've probably scored, took a risk in terms of okay, let's just keep the ball and they're not going to get much out of us. If I'm not mistaken, Crystal Palace had 7 shots, one on target. So again, it's another team in the last 4 or 5 games. We've had 2 shots on our goal in 4 games.
mm,
So we're keeping the shots down. I think Atletico got 10 double figures,
mm.
but your Fulhams and I think whoever it was before Bobby, I can't remember who it was in the
Yeah.
league. I
You
should
know what?
know, but I've forgotten. I think it was West Ham, 2-0,
Yeah.
wasn't it? These teams are not creating much against us either.
Yeah.
But that's got nothing to do with, I don't think that's got anything to do with how we're playing. I just think the team is like mentally tuned. Okay, we scored.
Mm,
Right. I think we've won. But as fans, we're on edge of our seat. VAR decision, referee decision. Someone
mm,
dives and gets a penalty, doesn't get turned over. Then we're going to get annoyed, right?
mm,
So it was a tough watch. It was not the best performance of the season by far. Um, But again, I just feel like Saliba going off at half time. I don't know what's the situation there, if he's going to be out for a while or not. Um, Declan Rice coming off again. Obviously, Bobby's mentioned on the past few streams that he carries himself through. So again, chopping and changing. Mars Lewis Skelly, could you have started? I don't know. I don't know. It's an interesting one. Happy with the 3 points. That's all that matters.
yep.
21. I think what are we on? 22 points now.
Yeah.
6 points ahead of Man City. Seven
Yeah.
points ahead of Liverpool.
Yeah.
I think by Christmas
That's
we'll
it.
be 12 to 15 points clear of all the teams in this
Mm,
league. Um,
Well, let's
but
hope so. Yes.
but and I'm extremely confident of that. By the way, I don't see where our train stops
mm,
or it has a blip. We got Burnley away next. We got Brighton in the Carabao Cup, where I expect big rotation, and I expect us to win that game. I'll be fuming if we don't beat Brighton. Whether that's Kepa, Norgard playing,
mm.
I'll be fuming. So
Yeah.
I want to win the Carabao Cup. I want to win the FA Cup, and I want to win the
Wanna win
Champions League
everything.
or the Premier, or one
Everything.
of the Champions League or Premier League. Because doing the quadruple, it's too early to talk about stuff like that, obviously.
Mm,
Um, but we've got the squad, as Bobby's mentioned on shows before, to challenge on all 4 fronts, and that's what we will be doing. It's all about focus, concentration, and all this stuff I'm saying. It sounds like it's all about the defense, right? Focus, concentration.
mm.
Yeah, don't no slip ups. I'm happy. In a summary, happy 3 points. Disappointed with a couple of the niggles that we've got. I hope they're short term. I hope Rice, Saliba are back against Burnley, and I expect the others to fill in. Your Ben Whites, your Timbers, Calafiori can play centre back if we want to give Gabby a rest. I think Saka. Hopefully, he didn't come off with an injury, did he? I missed that part.
No.
I'll
So
cover
again,
that
he's
in a
getting
bit.
rest.
Yeah.
So I expect him to have a week off as well. Get Ethan in the fold. Get Max Dalman on that pitch, or at least on the bench. and get Salmon on the bench as well. Get these lads on the bench in the Carabao Cup. But yeah, we move. It was solid. They didn't threaten us. Raya could have just had a cup of tea again, to be honest.
Yeah, in all fairness. Right, let's get into the comments before I start talking about stats. Another 3 points, lads. Big up to AFC777 for watching. Big up, lads. Hope you're well. Big up to Chris. Laughing due to the fact that he knows I've had to do that watch along. Big up, guys. Is Granville his actual name? Yes, indeed
Yeah.
it is.
Dr. Granville
One and
Charles
only.
William.
There we
Yeah,
go.
one and only.
The game was a hard watch. Is it a Champions League hangover? Nope.
Which we mentioned, yeah.
Some Arsenal fans are worried because they've been this clear before. 22-23 springs to mind. That's why some are still moaning, but you're still in great position. We are in great position, but I'm just worried that the way that we're performing at the moment. That's just my gripe. It's only October, lads. Still too long. Yeah, totally agree. I'm overreacting.
Yeah,
It's my
100%.
opinion.
100%.
Exactly. Absolutely, I'd rather be in your position, but I'm in a position where we are losing to relegation fodder and getting outplayed. Yippee, says Chris. Don't worry, be happy. 6 ahead of City, 7 ahead of Liverpool. G, in case you were wondering. Afternoon to my pod brother that had to
Yes, Brenny.
watch that with me. Big up to you, mate. I was expecting you to be asleep with your Horlicks, to be fair, mate. Wasn't just Ali at Brentford game. Turkish was there too. Bloody hell, undercover agents or something. Obviously, I understand Ali's reasons. Big up to Scott 8 saying hi, everyone. If only Arsenal went out all out versus Liverpool. Yes, well, that's my issues.
That's more of the issue.
yeah.
That's more of a conversation rather than these wins that we're getting.
Yeah.
Why are we not more offensive as we were against Atleti? Again, maybe it could be a flip, and we could say, "Oh, he's learned from the Liverpool, Anfield, Emirates, City game, and then he went for it in the second half against Atleti, and look what happened."
Yeah.
But I
So
mean, we haven't really seen that the side he put out against Liverpool. We haven't really seen that side again in
no,
terms of like the
just
midfield and stuff.
injuries.
So maybe he has, because I'll be real. I was expecting it in the Champions League game, and then I thought, oh, maybe we'll get a curveball and we'll see it again today. But we're seeing a consistency with the lineup, and the consistency with the lineup is good. We're not necessarily getting the free flowing football we want on the pitch. But I'll be honest, like, I mean, you think back to like the Chelsea side when they had Kerry and Lamps and Drogba, and they parked the bus and they won 1-0 with a Drogba header at the back post. I mean, I don't think they were really crying about the results when they were winning leagues at that time. So that's why, for me, it's not my preferred style of play. I grew up in the Wenger era, so but at the same time, I want to win a league title, and if this gets us a league title, I'm not going to hear any complaints from me.
Also, on that point, we will thrash teams this season.
Yeah,
I'm just putting
teams
that
that
out
come
there.
out to play against us.
We will
Like,
thrash teams this
yeah,
season. Crystal Palace are a very, very good side. I think
they
they've
are.
played Liverpool 2-3 times, and they've
Hmm.
won 2-3 on 2-3 occasions.
Yeah, they're a
So
good
they're
team.
not bad. They drew against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge.
They're well drilled,
They're not a
well
bad
structured.
side. We are just. I think we're the best. I mean, Bobby, your stats will show when we do Champions League and obviously today Prem. We're the best defensive side in Europe.
We are.
We have to be, surely. Like, nothing's coming through that midfield in our defence. Unless we make an error, or unforced error, or it's a worldie like at Anfield, I don't think we're going to concede many. Are we going to get Chelsea's record? Maybe not. But teams now know in the tunnel, if they score first, we have to then open up, which G just said, and then they can bang us 3-4.
Mm.
Or we're just going to sit back, boring. Because it takes two to play, right? Two to tango. If one team's trying to attack like we do, and then the other team are 5 and 4 in formation, and they're deep,
Yeah, nothing you could
it's
do.
difficult.
It's
But I
very
was at
difficult.
Brentford Liverpool yesterday. Brentford's line was on the halfway line or 10 yards back of the halfway line. Every team that we play, they're on the edge of their box
Hmm.
to start with. So that is what we're up against. Liverpool, they're forget them. It's all about Man City and what they can do, in my opinion. I've watched both teams live at the G Tech this season. Man City look better in possession. a lot more organised in transitions. But they are another team. They don't like being transitioned on. You can get at City and Liverpool. I don't think you can transition against this Arsenal defence and midfield because we've got the legs, we've got the youth, we've got the experience now. Now it's all now it's all about winning trophies, boys.
Mm-hmm.
And this is it. We should be maybe not dominating like the teams gone by, but for the next 3 to 5 years, we need to be seeing 2, 3
Oh,
Premier League
fuck's
titles
sake.
at the
Mm.
Emirates.
Sorry,
We should.
Tottenham just
Right?
scored. Sorry.
This is we need to be seeing 2, 3 titles, Premier
Yeah.
Leagues at our stadium, on the on our stands around the sides. 25-26 season 20, and let's try to win it back to back. We haven't done that in years, decades. Yeah. So with this side that we have, I really do believe they can do stuff like that. This is not a one season wonder side. This is for the next 2, 3, 4 seasons, in my opinion. They've also renewed their contracts. Max Dowman signed earlier this week. Fantastic news. Saka's gonna be announced at some point. Oh, he has been, hasn't he?
No, he
My
hasn't
No,
been
it's
brain's
not been
not.
announced yet.
officially
No.
announced.
Yeah, he
No.
hasn't been officially, but you get what I'm saying, boys. The gist of what I'm trying to say is this team is for the next 3 to 5 years. It's not a one season thing in my head.
Mm-hmm.
This is not
No, I agree.
Liverpool last season and you
He's
change
building
it
a
and
he's
start
building a
again.
title winning squad. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. And for
Yeah.
this is like, can we have a dynasty? This is that type of squad, and then we add one piece here, 2 piece there, to keep us at that level or even improve even more.
Mm.
Because if we keep like we got Burnley next, tough game. They won 3-2 at Wolves today, right? We beat them. I don't know who's playing who, but I'm sure Liverpool are playing Man City in 2 weeks or 1 week's time. They both draw that game, and we win our next 2 or 3. We got Sunderland in there, tough game away from home. But if we keep winning, we are going to be 12 to 10 to 15 points ahead,
Mm.
and that's before Christmas. With Madueke coming back, with Havertz coming back, with Odegaard coming back at the end of this month. We are in a fantastic position. Let's just hope these little niggles that we've had today are just that and not long-term, short-term injuries. And we're cool. I'm calm. Pick the right team, win. I'm not even thinking about losing and drawing. That's how good I think we are compared to the rest. I'll be shocked and very disappointed. I'll get upset if we let a goal in.
Mm.
That's
No,
how I
okay.
feel right now, and not majority. The majority of the Arsenal fan base won't think like that, but that's me. I see
fair
what Arsenal have built. I see what Arteta's trying to do. Am I happy with his style of play like this for the whole season? Of course not. But if you can go smash Atletico Madrid 4-0, beat Palace 1-0, then go and beat Brighton 2-1, 2-1,
Happy days.
2-0. Just keep the train moving, boys. We are a machine. Physically, we've got all players. How many players have we got over 6 foot? Just like the Invincibles. I'm not saying this team's like the Invincibles. I'm just saying in terms of personnel and their attributes. They're all big lads, but they're very technical. Look at Mikel Moreno. He's massive. Big lad. So slow to turn, but he's technical when you give him the ball. That's what Arteta's built. Arteta's mixed it with a bit of Wenger, early Wenger years, and the late Wenger years with the technical tippy-tappy players. He's mixed it, blended it together. It's taken 2, 3 years. We should have won a Premier League title already. That's our only downfall. Trophies now.
No, I agree. Brenny's saying Graham played like this from 92. We played good football from 86 to 92, 90 to 92 were the best Graham years for good football. Big up to Scott out saying, I say we are top of the league, staying grounded though. I'm definitely grounded, mate. Honestly, you should be all happy in position you're at the moment. It is well deserved too. Big up to you all, especially you, Ali. It's appreciate the effort you went through to sneak on the pitch at Brentford and change the water bottles over to something more
No
exciting.
problem. I got friends at Brentford as well, so it's all good.
I thought Trossard had a good performance today. Scott 8, did you have your eyes closed? I'm just wondering.
I wouldn't go that
Because
far. It's good performance.
he was shocking.
It was mid,
was so,
as the youngsters would say these days.
I'm sorry, he was awful today. Did not have a lot of creativity between 92 95. We have more creativity now. Yeah, Champions League does take lots of energy out of the players. 100% DJM. Ali couldn't get the lasagna in the changing room. After 4-0
Yes.
Atletico, surely fans aren't expecting 4-0 Crystal Palace also this week, and football doesn't work like that. Coach Ali, Bobby Granville, right? Well, it's not that. It's more the performance. I've got plenty to say, and I'll get into it in a minute. But yeah, I'm not amused by this, and I'm not amused by Arteta, and I'll explain why shortly. Can we just end the season now? Doesn't work like that, unfortunately. Aston Villa December the 6th. Our train can pause, slip up. Until then, we are motoring along, I feel. Oh God, don't need lasagna gate happening. As fan, what will be the counter narrative to rivals who say if Arsenal don't win from here, league is poor? This is their golden chance right now. Talking in October, it's mad, isn't it? 4 fixtures where we failed to take 4 points last season. We have won all of them back to back. Is there a best yet to come? What do you feel?
Yes, for me.
Look, we could be in second gear for all I know. But we are making decisions, well, Arteta's making decisions, which I don't agree with, that are risky. And I'll get into it when we talk about the starting lineup. My style is just bloody win anyway necessary. I don't care about the style BS. For 38 games won by own goals, I will celebrate. It's never going to happen. I'm Mr. Grumpy for a reason. Pickford got fouled. I saw that, and I'll be honest, I looked at the Everton goal that was disallowed. I don't think there was a foul there, personally. That's just my opinion. Unless we cross the line, Coach Ali, first time we had AFC fans have to humble and not talk about league-level domination. We can remark that we have ingredients, but the curry has to be good. Oh, interesting. You know what? I had a really good curry the other night, a lamb one. It was lovely. The Curry Lounge, really nice. Really unusual curry as well. It's really nice. It had pineapple in it. Don't know why. But anyway, we're playing Palace in Cup, Villa at Anfield, Madrid, Anfield, City away to answer Ali's question. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate that. Loving Ali's take. No, he was just pointing out what Liverpool are facing. So they've got Palace in the Cup, Villa at Anfield, then Madrid at
coming
Anfield.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's
Wow,
that's
that's a hard run of games, you know.
And
it is.
Put that back
sorry,
up, Bobby.
And this is what I was saying to you boys. I've seen the fixture list.
What's Liverpool's fixture
I'll be
list?
honest with you, I'm surprised that we're this far ahead because I expected the others to keep winning.
Mate, Palace in the Cup, Villa at Anfield, Madrid at Anfield, City away. Yeah, they
This
could lose
is why I'm
forward.
saying to you boys, 10
Easily
to
losing
15
forward.
points ahead if we carry on doing what we are
Easily.
doing. But there are going to come games where Bobby is going to be right and we need to score the second and third goal. And I'm expecting that to come, I hope.
All I will say, I was a little bit of a added extra here. Bournemouth are currently second. They could also win all their games. So we could only be 4 points ahead of Bournemouth. I have to bear in mind Leicester situation. Just
Of
bear
course,
that in
and I
mind.
respect that. For me,
There is always more than just City and Liverpool, in my opinion, at the moment. So, yeah.
What,
so
Sunderland? Sunderland are
well,
doing
I'll be honest, mate. I'm nervous about when we go up there, especially playing like this. I'm petrified of them.
But this is where obviously you're going to go into what you think, Bobby, in a sec. But this is where I'm like, well, if Sunderland come and attack us, we'll smash them. If they sit behind the back, if they sit and park the bus, they've got more chances. They've got more of a chance of getting a draw against us.
You know what it is as well, yeah. It's one of those things where I'll be real. Like, as much as I bang on about the style of play, I've watched Arsenal all my life, and I've seen Arsenal absolutely rip apart teams and get beat. Like,
Facts.
and I remember that was more frustrating than this. Like, watching our team absolutely annihilate a side, rip them apart, minute by minute, and then end up losing the game 1-0 or 2-1. It was so frustrating. As bad as this is sometimes to watch, their dominant performances, and as much as I'm not on the edge of my seat, I'm not fretting either. So it's almost like a bit of monotone. It's like I'm not massively excited about the game, but I'm not like biting my nails either. We look really, really comfortable. And I've seen this Arsenal side. I've seen previous Arsenal sides literally tear apart the opposition and then get beat. And we've seen it time and time and time again. And that was one of the criticisms at times under Wenger, was that we played this beautiful liquid football, but there were times when we just had there was no real teeth. Like, it was all,
Yeah.
it was all pretty, pretty, pretty. It was amazing stuff, but we couldn't stick the ball in the net. Or a lot of the time, it felt like we didn't get what we deserved. Whereas this might not be the most exciting approach to the game, but here we are, top of the league with another 3 points in the bag. So it's a difficult one. And I back up what Ali's saying about teams coming to play. Like, when teams play us, they sit in the deep block. They get their banks of 5 and 4s and they shut us out. But we're still managing to find ways to beat those sides. Because at the end of the day, like Ali said, if Palace came out the blocks fast today and tried to play us off the park, we would have tore them. We would have tore them apart. But we have to work out a way to beat them, because they were so resolute and they were so well structured and they were so drilled almost like to perfection that it took a very special goal to
Yeah.
beat them. So it is. I feel like with this Arsenal side, I think we're right to criticise the style of play, and I think you're right, Bobby, to not get excited. At the same time, I do think the team are finding ways to score goals and win games, and they are top of the league. And you can play the most beautiful football in the world. If you don't actually win anything, it means nothing. So I just think right now I'm content with being top. I'm content with the points, and I want to see if this team and this manager can finally get over the line. And if they can get over the line playing like this, I have no issue. But if they can't get over the line playing like this, and again
Then it's a
come in the
problem.
season, there's no silverware, then definitely that is a problem, because that's when I will start to dissect the style of play and tactical, the tactics and the selections and stuff like that. So I think it's a difficult one. I think it's an interesting debate, the style of play, because I think on one hand, everybody wants liquid football, but really and truly, the one thing that we all have in common is that we want silverware.
Yep. And this brings
100.
up Chris's comment perfectly here. If Arsenal still don't win a trophy this season somehow, then Arteta is the
Facts.
issue.
I said it right at
Yeah.
the beginning of the season that this is the season he has to win. I'm
Yeah.
not Arteta out, but I'm telling you right now, like, he's got to win. In my opinion, we got the best squad in the league.
Yes.
I'm not to say we've got the best 11, not to say we've got the best individual players, but for me, we have the best squad in the league. And there's been enough years, there's been enough money invested. Blatter, for me, has fast tracked the squad depth to the point where right now there's zero excuses.
Correct.
Correct.
Chris just making a
That is
fact
funny.
about your
That's
G
sorry,
talks.
D.
Wasn't it?
It's
No G
Granville, not
stands for
government.
Granville, not
Come on,
Big
Chris.
up to Temi. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Just had chicken tikka masala, naan bread wrapping. Oh yes, yeah. That's what M had. M has the tikka masala. Anyway, everyone gets a 10. What the hell, Ted? I love to have you back
Temi.
because you are crazy, and I love you. I love your craziness. I
Oh,
describe
Temi.
Liverpool
Yeah.
as an F1 car without rear wheels. They are the fullbacks we are missing still. That we don't have any. Donnarumma is big signing for City defensively, but today we saw that what happened to them. What I love about these players, they all love to defend and help each other out. Yes, they do. They look.
Mentality.
Indeed. Look, we've covered the goal. It was a very good goal from Eze.
Beautiful finish.
It has been counted somehow, because I do check this, as a set piece goal. I'll be
That is
honest, I
pathetic.
totally disagree. But I'm not the one that decides this. So, yeah, it's been classed as a set piece goal somehow.
They've done
Never
that
mind.
because it's Arsenal's narrative for the past year
Yeah.
and a half, right?
It's because it's the same passage of play. It didn't move. I thought it was the
Mate.
second passage personally, but it's still the first
Call it
passage,
what
is what they're
call it
saying.
call it whatever they want to call it. It was a beauty.
It's a
Well, yeah, it
goal,
was a
right?
good goal. Yeah, exactly.
Absolute beauty.
Quickly cover the stats because I really do want to get into the actual team itself. Possession 60% for Arsenal, 40% for Crystal Palace. 10 shots for us, 3 on target, 7 for them, 1 on target. We only had one big chance. One big chance was missed. We had 4 corners and 3 corners for Crystal Palace. There you go. There's shots for inside the box, 7 compared to Crystal Palace's 5. nothing really more to talk about. XG was poop because it was a poop game. The XG backs out. It was a rubbish game. What else we got? Passes. Yeah, it is what it is. Accuracy. It was 80. I think it was 88% at half time. So our passing did drop a little bit the second half, unfortunately. Tackles, clearances, 28 for Arsenal, 40 for Crystal Palace. Duels, we won them all, so I'm fairly happy with that. It is what it is. Top performers, Raya, for some reason, was the top performer. Literally no idea why, because he had literally nothing to do. Lacroix, I do agree with this, because he was outstanding today. Shot down Gyökeres pretty much every chance he had. Eze, obviously, is high up, because he scored a goal. Gabriel was 4th. Rice was 5th. Most touches, Gabriel had 105, Zubimendi had 89. Saliba, bear in mind he came off at half-time, had 78 touches. Gay had 75 and he was on for 90 minutes. Rice had 72. I don't understand how Saliba had so many touches in just the first half.
This is the thing, Bobby, that just shows this is a type of mentality that teams are playing against us.
Yeah.
If our centre-back's getting 78 touches in the first half, what is the opposition doing? They are sitting back and waiting for him to touch the ball 3-4 times. He's looking around, where's an option? There's nowhere to pass, so he just passes it back to Ray or to Gabriel again. That's what's happening.
Yeah, but it can
come and attack.
You can kind of twist that a little bit as well.
Go on.
Because that means, what are our players doing? Are they finding space? Are they
in my
making the
opinion,
runs?
they're trying to move into space, but there's two banks of, a bank of 5 and 4. Just shuffling like this, like that, like that. There's no okay, Mateta's going to press, and then this is going to happen, and then there's going to be one man to pass to. They're just standing there.
No, fair enough.
Let's break this down.
Let's get onto the look. We've talked about the G obviously had his medication. Talked about Trossard starting, so he was positive about it, but it is what it is. What I do want to talk about is Saka, Gabriel started with injuries. They had knocks, both on painkillers. Saka wasn't 90% fit. Gabriel wasn't 90% fit. Since then, I've been told by Florence that Calafiori is having treatment, Rice is having treatment, and so is Saliba. So we need to watch out for that for Brighton game. We'll see. Obviously, I don't expect them to play anyway.
Nah, it's a rotate big time.
Yeah, but Calafiori has also got a knock as well. So,
but are they on precaution at this stage, Bobby? They're not worried.
No, normally it's just they have something on and they move on. But Florence has actually told me. So Florence is the head doctor. So if they've got to Florence, that means that they're pretty bad. But we'll see. We'll monitor them, and Calafiori is one of those, unfortunately. And we'll see what happens.
Well, luckily we brought in Kepier.
Ratings. And I'm going to start with G because he thinks that Trossard had a good game. So that should avoid him because that would be Ali.
No, actually, I didn't say he had a good game. I said I wasn't thrilled.
Well, let's see how mad you are. Let's see how crazy you all are when you get to Trossard, because honestly, I don't know what you were watching, but because it definitely weren't the same game as me. But anyway, Raya. I'm going to start with you, G, with Raya.
Oh God, it's so hard to judge Raya right now because he just does in the game. It's so defensively strong. So I'm just gonna go with a 6. Really.
Yeah.
I mean, everything he did, I thought he did well. Which was collect the ball when it was a throw, when out for a goal kick, and his distribution was good. But 6.
Fair enough. Alice, Timber.
Solid 7.
Yep. Cool.
Solid.
G. I know this is hard because obviously Sleeper went off for half time.
Yeah, Sleeper went off, but I thought he did really, really well. And I mean, he always does well. And I think given how many touches he had with that context as well, I'll give him a 7 as well.
Fair enough. Ali, you get Gabriel.
Big Gabby. I think he was involved in some capacity for the goal, wasn't he? Some sort of flick. I'm not mistaken.
He's a menace, man. He's a menace in the box.
Menace again. I'll give him knowing that he wasn't 100% fit, I'll give him an 8.
Yeah, the fight with the post, didn't he?
Fight with the post. Well, he's lucky he got his head out of the way. Otherwise, he would have been out for 5-6 weeks. But he's headering everything else. He thought he'd try ahead of the post as well. But 8. Amazing leader. solid, strong, special player.
Excellent stuff. G, Calafiori.
I wouldn't say he had a bad game. I wouldn't say he lit up the park. So I'll go with 6.
Yeah,
6,
I agree.
okay. G, no, not G. Ali Subamendi.
You just wanted to say Ali G, didn't you?
You know what?
Big
I
up
was,
Mr. Massive.
I'm
I was
surprised
saying
no
this,
one has said that yet.
mate.
You know,
You know what? Because I was on the watch along. I was saying, and I did say Ali's name first, and then I
Yeah.
went G, and I was like, oh no,
I know,
I know I'm gonna make this error at some point, aren't I?
We're gonna have to make a show on that. We're gonna have to make content on that, boys, later on.
Ali G. Well, there's your own show, isn't it? The name of the show, Ali G Show. There you go.
100. We'll do
and
that.
G show.
I'm sure we'll
I
come
expect
up
to
with
see
something.
you in baseball caps and big, massive metal chains around you.
Well, I've got
next.
the old goatee going already, the beard, so we're good.
I expect to see it. Right, so Ali,
Zubi.
you get Zubi. Yeah.
I'll give him 7. Solid in
7.
possession.
Yeah.
Very difficult to score the creative side of this game for anyone, really, to be honest. But yeah, 7. Let's just keep it at that.
Cool. Excellent stuff. G, you get Royce.
Probably give him a 7 as well. I don't think he did anything spectacular, but I thought he had a. I thought we controlled the midfield quite well. So I think if there was one thing that stood out for me was the dominance in the midfield and the defence. So I'm going to give him a 7.
Excellent stuff. Ali, you get Eze.
I'll give him an 8. Just for the moment.
Yeah, the goal,
everyone
the
says,
goal.
Arsenal are lacking moment players. Arsenal are lacking this, that, the other. There's your moment. And let's hope there's a few more to come.
Just for the goal.
Yeah, just for the goal. And obviously the occasion is difficult. He won the FA Cup with them, Community Shield with them, first major trophy for Crystal Palace in their history. It's a lot. Without that club, he wouldn't be at Arsenal now. So taking all that into the emotions of the game, the fans, etc. Like it was for Declan Rice a few years ago with West Ham, right? It's a similar trajectory. Quality player. There's loads more to come from Eze. I still feel he's like playing with a bit of a handbrake on. I don't know if that's him or Arteta, but he's trying to be extra precise with the pass rather than just letting it go frequently. But that will come. 8.
Okay, cool. G, you get Saka.
Or Kyle.
You know what, like, I love Saka, innit? It's going to be a bit controversial, but I thought he was poor today. I'll give him a 5.
Thank you. No, I agree. He was shocking today. Apart from that one effort he had, which was
I
decent.
think he was poor.
Nothing.
Yeah, I thought he was poor. Yeah, it was poor. I think
Ali?
5. I think 5 is even
mate.
generous.
Yeah, mate, I thought it was shocking today. So Ali, you get Drossard.
4 or 5, same as Saka, really. You can't really go higher than that, can we?
I agree. Exactly.
We'll say 4.
Because
Saka's shot was more than Trossard done in the whole game, I guess.
Well, Trossard could have had that effort on his target, but for some reason he decided to cross it. Honestly, his decision making today was just poor, so poor.
He struggles to play 3 games a week and to sustain that level. He struggles, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I don't know why Martinelli's not getting a chance. I really don't get that.
There you go. Who should we be blaming for this?
Mr. Arteta.
There we go. G, you get Gyökeres.
Like with him, I wouldn't say he was poor. I think he was marshalled very, very well. I think he was defended against very, very well. I would say out of the front 3, not to say he was the better of the 3, but yeah, I think I'll give Gyökeres a 6 over the 5s that I would have given the other 2. But he was marked out of the game. I mean, and as an attacking, you got to understand, as an attacking team, if we play like that, Gyökeres isn't going to get much luck. Like, he just isn't. You got a low block, and on a particular day where offensively we weren't at our best, he's going to be practically anonymous in the game unless he creeps up at the right place at the right time to get a tap in. So I don't think his performance. I think his performance, there's context to it in terms of the way we played as a side. So I'll give him a 6.
And also, how many strikers in world football playing low blocks week in, week out are going to get joy every week?
It's tough, man.
There's no space.
It's tough.
I mean, look at Haaland today. Where's his goal?
It's tough.
Because
Well, he
they
did have
scored
a,
and just
Yeah,
sat
it's
back.
tough.
They're like, they done.
yeah, he did score a goal, but it was disallowed today.
Yeah.
It's allowed for
Mohammed
offside,
saying
yeah.
Trossard was awful. Totally agree. Absolutely
Terrible.
shocking today. Team ratings: Rear gets an 8. Timber man of the match 10. Defense gets an 8. Midfield gets a 7. Saka gets a 5. Jokeris gets a 5. Trossard gets a 5. Substandard
Yeah,
5.
that's not bad.
Arteta Laban gets an 8. Hopefully he
Mhm.
wins multiple honours this year. Imagine the rivals' tears of. Oh yeah, imagine Jesus.
Well,
They'll
we've
say
seen
it
it.
won't count because we scored most goals from set pieces or something.
Yeah,
They'll
That
yeah.
find
makes me
some kind
laugh.
of
There's people saying that set piece are not sustainable. We've been doing it for 2 years.
mate. We did it in the 90s and 80s,
There you
so
go.
I don't understand what
Mhm.
people are on about.
I didn't want to go that far back, but it's a fact.
Well, it is Steve Bold knocked on, and it was known
How many
Tony
goals
Adams
did
or
Didier
someone.
Drogba score for Chelsea with his head? I mean,
God
what are we
knows.
doing here?
Yeah, I know
What
it's
we doing?
mad. Right, let's quickly score the subs. Mosquera. So that is whose go is it? Is it G's? No,
G.
Ali's.
Oh, is it me? I'll
Yeah,
give him a
Ali.
6, solid
Okay,
6.
fair enough.
Played one half of football.
Martinelli G.
Um, I'll be honest, I can't even really remember him doing very much at all. Really, I'll just go for 5.
Okay, no worries. Hincape. He did come on for long enough. I know it's not going to be a high score, but he
Yeah,
did come on
solid.
for long
Just
enough.
5 in the middle.
Fair
Didn't do
enough.
nothing wrong.
Mm.
We kept a clean sheet as a team. It's nice he got a few minutes. Hopefully, he starts against Brighton.
Mm.
Yep. Marino G.
Yeah, 5.
Fair enough. And finally, Lewis Kelly came on for Eze. There we go. Job done.
Let's give him 10.
Right, I'm going to do my player of the. I'm going to do my player of the match, and I'll explain the unsung heroes in a minute. But player of the match for me, Gabriel. I know full well he
Yeah.
wasn't even over 90% fit, and he still put in a stonking performance as a defender. So I'm happy with him. Calafiori unsung because I actually thought he was very good today. Going forward, did more than Trossard did down that left, if I'm honest. And Trossard is another one.
How the hell
because
is he on there after all
I'll
you've
explain.
said,
I'll
bro?
explain.
Okay.
How he managed to stay on for 97
Yeah, I'm
minutes.
curious. I'm curious.
How he managed to stay on that pitch for 97 minutes. That is some amazing talent because he was crap all game.
Oh,
I would have
so-
taken him off at
okay.
half time. So he gets an unsung hero
Unsung
for
hero.
managing to stay on the damn pitch because I would have taken him off. And
Okay,
He's a
this is
magician,
another
man. He's
question.
a magician.
This just
It's
comes to my
shocking.
head, lads. What do you
Yes,
think
mate.
about this? Havertz, Odegaard, Madueke. If they were all fit, I don't think Trossard's getting these minutes, right?
No.
Surely not.
No, I don't think so. Madueke would start. Madueke would start on the left.
The sooner Kai and Noni get back, this debate about Trossard, we can just,
The better.
we can
Yeah.
debunk that, finish it. He's a great
So-
squad player, like number
Yeah.
23, 22 man in the squad.
Well, he's important for me in January. He goes, we get someone. Simple as that.
Amazing. Sounds
Simples.
good. And maybe that's why he's I don't know how these things work behind the scenes, but maybe that's why he's getting a start, keep his value a little bit. He's getting the odd goal. Someone might come in and then we might just say, see you later.
He's got to play.
Arteta likes.
Yeah, right
certain
now with the
players.
injuries and who's available, he's got to play.
Yeah.
He's playing because Arteta trusts him, and he does exactly the stuff that Arteta likes, which is not
What?
fun.
Not a lot.
Yeah, because according to Arteta, he works hard. Does he?
So does
he really?
Martinelli. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, I know Martinelli. I know G said he didn't really see much of him, but he added more spark than what Trossard did for the whole game for me.
He's 2-1 paced.
Yep, I didn't enjoy his performance at all today. Mohamed going for Timber. I agree, and me and Brenny
Oh,
were talking
Timber's
about
amazing.
this, that with Timber and Calafiori, you're always guaranteed a very good game. They don't ever drop off, I've noticed. But I have to give it to Gabriel because, I'll be honest, he shouldn't have played today. He should have been Mosquera, but Arteta is Arteta, and that is just the way he is. He's a plonker. But never mind. Talking of Arteta, rating him. I'll start with you, Ali.
7. We won, clean sheet. Nice Not much else happened in the game really. 7, oh yeah, 3 points. We won on a weekend. Again, we've taken advantage. When was the first? This is an interesting stat, Bobby. Maybe you can look this up for a future show. When was the last time Arsenal Football Club took advantage in back-to-back weekends against our title rivals?
Yeah,
Because we normally bottle the
we
game
do.
we
We
play.
do.
It's normally a
It's
draw or a loss, and or we're winning and then we panic and then we give a goal away in the last minute, like we did against Fulham at home a couple of seasons ago when we had 10 men or whatever it went. Was it last season or the season before? But yeah, mentality is growing. That's part of Arteta's DNA as well. We've got to give it to him. 7 out of 10 for today.
Yeah.
Can't give it more.
Yeah.
But
I think
my rating is if you're playing 90 minutes, you get 6.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
even if you do have a bang average game, I'm giving you a 6 because you started, you were part of the team, clean sheet, whatever. But then I'm going into like, okay, he's the manager, he done something to get the result right. If it was
Yeah.
0-0, I'm giving him a 4.
No, fair enough.
If it was 1-1, I'm giving him a 3.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of win
No, fair enough.
bias.
G, what about you, my friend?
I was happy with the lineup. I wasn't happy with the performance. I think the context given about maybe playing some of the injured players not amazing. And I wouldn't necessarily say there were any kind of um, what should I say, impact subs in the game. I think the subs were kind of more forced upon him rather than actual subs to change the game. So I thought it was a pretty average performance by him. But obviously we got the win, and so if we're losing games, we're gonna smash the guy. So if we're winning games, sometimes we try and explain why the game was so bad. But yeah, if
Yeah.
we'd lost that game, everyone would be going crazy. But I think they won it. So I think on the reflection of everything, I'll give him a 7.
No, fair enough. 7 for him. Mohamed gave Arteta a 6.
That's
Not
fair.
starting Gary Martinelli on the left wing.
Yeah, I was contemplating.
Trossard does not have the pace. He doesn't have the pace, but I think people are right about his technical abilities, but more technical ability than Martinelli.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, that doesn't help us personally because he was struggling controlling the ball today. He was just awful. Just really bad performance from him overall. I personally thought. Anyway, that's just me. Sorry. I'm not a Trossard fan. I used to be. I loved him. But he has dropped off severely under Arteta. I said this, I think, yesterday. Play him on the right and you see a different Trossard. You play him on the left, not his strongest position, in my
Okay.
opinion.
Interesting.
But Arteta's never going to do this. He's never going to do that. If you put Saka on the left, you'll see a different Saka. But it is what it is. I'm getting fed up of him. But at the end of the day, he's the manager at my club, so I have to support. But he's making decisions that I get fed up with. He shouldn't have started Gabriel. He shouldn't have started Saka. Saka had a bad performance. You could see that he wasn't comfortable today. There was no reason that we couldn't have gone with Waneri, even Dowman. And I said this to Brenny on the watch along. We pulled Marley Salmon and Dowman out for the under 21s to replace players. They weren't even on the bench.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, I saw that.
And that has annoyed Pear because, at the end of the day, the under 21s need to perform as well. They need that winning mentality. We're struggling in all our levels because we keep pulling players out. I don't think any of them have won in 8 fixtures.
Wow.
Any of them. And that's awful. We've got some quality players in our youth and we're not winning. So, yeah, we've got issues.
But that's the thing.
on.
Pulling out someone like Salmon didn't make sense to me regardless because I'm like, I was hearing this. We got Mosquera, we got Hincapié, we got Marzu Skelly, we got Ben White. Why do we need him to be pulled from the under 21s? That's just confusing.
I know, it makes no sense. There's no way. Look, there was a possibility he would have been on the bench today, but why? What's the point?
It's like the other day, we had 2 goalies on the bench in the Champions League.
Yeah.
Why not just put on a youth player?
Champions League, every team has 2 goalkeepers on the bench. Every team does.
Oh, is it standard, is it?
Yeah, that's a standard thing. I don't understand why, if I'm honest.
Okay, understood. Okay, fine.
But yeah,
I just thought it was taking up a position because there was no one else to put on the
no,
bench. But I'm looking at
all
the
the teams
squad
do.
and I'm like, there's so many players.
Nah, all the teams do for some bizarre reason. I know we have lost G, and we are going to wrap it up now. So if G
No
does
worries.
manage, but if not, I think he private chatted actually. Yeah, he said his internet's paying up, so unfortunately his internet's dropped out. Trust me, we all
Nice
know
one,
about
G.
internet issues.
Thanks for turning up, brother.
But no, regarding what we'll be doing, so I think it's Wednesday we're playing Brighton. So Wednesday morning, 10 o'clock, will be the Brighton preview. The match reaction will be on Thursday evening at 6:45 for whatever happens. There won't be watch long. Just I don't do weekday games. Next weekend, obviously we're playing Burnley. So the match preview will be Friday night. The match reaction will be Saturday night because on Sunday I'm doing Celtic versus Rangers, Premier
Come on.
Sports Cup semi-final. So yeah, that'll be entertaining. But thank you ever so much, Ali. Where can they find you, my friend?
They can find me on Football Takeover, YouTube, TikTok. It's on YouTube. It's at the Football Takeover. On TikTok, Instagram, and X, it's Football TK Over. That's our handle. So please do go subscribe, comment, share our lives, and yeah, let's keep growing our community. And yeah, we're here for the long run, and plenty of good content coming up in the near future and beyond. So yeah, please do keep commenting. Please do keep liking and sharing our content, and we will keep growing.
Thank you, mate. And G has managed to join us. So where can you find G?
Yeah, sorry about that, people. Well, my internet was just moving crazy. So yeah, you could obviously G Talks Arsenal. You can obviously find me here on the Football Takeover, our new channel. And you can also find me active on X. So yeah, obviously, give me a follow. If you want to jump into our Discord, which is growing nicely, all you've got to do is just drop me a DM on X. I'll send you a link, and then obviously you can join the Arsenal Discord where we talk about a number of different things, all different chat rooms where people can talk about injuries, loan watch, certain players, match day, etc. I mean, you name it, we've got it. If we don't have it, we can create it. But yeah, just thank you for the continued support. If you're watching this on YouTube and you haven't subscribed, hit that sub button. If you're watching this on X in particular, because I know a lot of you do access our content on X, but you don't necessarily subscribe to the channel. If you could, please go to my page where you are actually watching the show on X, and there is a link to our YouTube channel. Just click on that link, hit subscribe, and it will help us grow as a platform.
Thank you, mate. Appreciate that. Big up to Charles saying great convo. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching, my friend. But yeah, so we'll see you on Wednesday morning. Try and enjoy the rest of your day. I'm going to try and enjoy the Grand Prix tonight. Looking forward to that. It's a very interesting setup. Very gridded places. They're interesting. But yeah, take it easy, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day or wherever you are. Speak to you later. Bye bye.
Take care, boys. Speak to you soon.
See you